Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anissa Lusna. My student ID number is 241073237. In this video, I would like to tell you about my reading report, which is from Morphology. When we are talking in English, when we are speaking in English, there are two types of words. There can be broken down further and cannot be broken down further. I will give you an example for cannot be broken down further first. There are, for the example, the simple words. The example like car, cat, dog, door, floor, bottle, and so on. For the word that is can be broken down further is like unlikely, teachers, speakers, unhappily, hopefully. From this explanation, we can take a definition of morphemes. So morphemes is the smallest unit in English which has mean. This is different from a syllable. For the example like cats, it has one syllable but has two morphemes. And the next word is banana. It has three syllables but just have one morpheme. So why we must learn about morphology? This is really helpful to understand word meaning. Connectly with phonology, how to sound it, and syntax, the rules of the sentence structure. And the next one is about affixes. This is divided into three. The first one is prefixes, second one is suffixes, and the third one is infixes. The first one is about prefixes. This is the place is the front of the word, which is like on, in, and so on. For the example is unhappily, indigently, and so on. The second one is affixes, which is suffixes. This affixes is the place is at the end of the word or the final, which is like er, ink, and ness, and so on, which is like happiness, teacher, car, cards, cars, cats, dogs, bottles, and so on. And last one is infixes. Infixes plus the last affixes is infixes. This is rare in English, but sometimes when somebody or someone speak in emphatic speech, there will be a word like absufficingly. And other example. Okay, the next one is content and function morpheme. What is content and function morpheme? The content morpheme is carry meaning, carry the real meaning. Just like I will give you an example after the function morpheme. So, and the function morpheme is the connector, or we can call it conjunctions, like in, and, so on. The example is she is open the door. What is the content morphemes? The content morpheme is she open door, and the function morphemes are is and the. Okay, the next one is word trees and structure. Word trees and structure has this is the word when it is like has a root, and if we plus the er or s as suffixes, it can be suffixes or prefixes. It can be like from noun to adjective, or a verb to noun, like that. For the examples, like speakers. Speak is verb. Speaker is noun. So speakers is possessive noun. Same like tellers. Tell is verb. Teller is noun. And tellers is possessive noun. But in this word tree and structures, there is an ambiguity. For the examples, on the word unlockable, this has two meanings. The first one is not able to be locked, and the second one able to be unlocked. And the next one is morphology with phonology and syntax. In English, there is past tense with ed, and plural with s. So when morphology with phonology, this is how we are produce the sounds. For example, when we plus ed for past tense, like what, at the end is sound t. So what. And the next one is back. We end the sounds with the, so which is like bagged. And also like want with ed. So when it is end with e or I, we always produce the word like we read the ed, so it is like wanted. And when it comes to plural, for the example, cats plus cat plus s, it is like cats. We pronounce the s one, produce the sound s, so cats. And it is a different from dog. When it is plural, we plus the s, it is like dogs with z sound at the final words. And for examples, like another example is horse. When it is plural, we plus the s, which is like horses. We produce the e and s sound as is horses. And the next one is variation in morphology. In English, there is irregular, suppletion, phonological variation, and slang. In irregular is like child to children, feed to food to feed, and suppletion, which is like go to when, good to be better, and phonological version is how to from running and to running, which is we not produce the ng sound but end with n, so from running to running. And the slang For the examples like workaholic, shopaholic, Superman, what it is from. Workaholic is from work plus alcoholic, which is someone is really addicted to work and work every day. Like it's the same like shopaholic, when someone is addicted to shopping, and Superman, it is like a man. It always described like a hero. Okay, the final summary and key concepts. English morphology shows us words are made of morphemes. There are free and bound morphemes, unlockable, unbreakdownable, further, and can be breakdownable. And there are affixes, prefixes, divided to three. There's prefixes, suffixes, and infixes. The next one is word trees and show structure and ambiguity. Next one is morphology, interact with sound, phonology, and grammar, syntax, the structure of the sentences. And last one is variation, irregular forms, submission, dialect, and slang. That's all from me. Thank you for all the attention and sorry for any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.